I'm making breakfast, and this has been my thing right now. 1 chopped shallot, 1/4 cup of spinach frozen, and then 1 shiitake. I think I'm saying that wrong. Shiitake? I don't know. Mushroom. And I just get that all nice and soft, and then I'll add my 3 egg whites and scramble. That's my breakfast, and that's very typical. I love having a good source of protein with some veggies and then also some carbs and some fat. So it's just good to have like a healthy balanced meal, and the fat should keep me fuller longer, and this should keep me good until about lunchtime, but sometimes I get hungry and I'll have a snack in between. I got my first round of fertility injections, so they have to be stored in the fridge. I've got more fertility medicine all back here. Not medicine, but you know what I'm trying to say. So that's right there. So I'll go through about 8 to 10 days of injections, and then this is my trigger shot for ovulation. So I'll go through all my medication, and during the process I'll be going to the doctor to get ultrasounds and my labs done. That way they'll be able to see the follicles growing, and by the time I'm ovulating, they'll know that as well because of the size of the follicles. And the follicles release the egg or the eggs, and then they'll tell me to trigger ovulation, which is with the other injection that's in the fridge. And then once we do that, then that's when the magic starts to happen. Then we do the insemination process, and my husband gives a sample, and then I've come in a couple hours later, and then they do the insemination, which is like a turkey baster type thing, and they get it to where it needs to be, and then hopefully Mother Nature takes its course. I'm getting really nervous. This is going to be my first shot injection. Luckily, we have a doctor in the family, not him, but his sister. So we're both going to get a lesson because this guy can barely look at a needle.
Don't like needles.
So I don't know if I can trust him to do it, and I'm afraid to do it myself, but I think I just need to get through the first time, right?
I got this.
No, you don't. I need to get this.
Yeah, I think we'll get one in the bag. No, just have somebody walk us through it so we feel a little more assured, and then we'll be able to knock it out ourselves.
And I know women do this all the time. Like, my neighbor and friend, she's like, yeah, I injected myself every single day. Like, it's no big deal. But I don't know, just the whole process is overwhelming, and so I've been like having a lot of anxiety about starting. But I'm ready. Like, I want to do this, so it's just gonna have to happen. But there's just something about looking at your skin, pinching your skin, and shoving a needle in it that like makes me cringe. But anyway, all right, let's go do it. This is our first step.
Let's go.
To making a baby.
This is a subcutaneous needle. You don't really want to make the skin tough and hard.
Okay.
Just want to let it go in smoothly.
Okay.
When you inject, you're injecting 2 fingers below the belly button, okay? Where you can pinch a little bit. You probably don't have too much to pinch, but where you can pinch a little bit is where you're going to go.
Okay.
So if you can't pinch anything, that's probably not the area for you.
Okay.
Where you pinch a little bit, you're going to hold it pinching while you inject.
Okay.
So 2 fingers below the belly button. avoid the area directly below the belly button. It's a little tougher. To the side. So if you try imaginary smiley face anywhere to the right or left, you want to rotate your injection sites.
Okay.
So you don't want to do the same site every day. It is normal to get some bruising at the site. That is normal. We don't worry about that. If you have any, where is my skin? If you have any redness, swelling, or streaks, heat coming out of the skin, that's what you worry about. You let us know. That's a sign of infection, but that shouldn't happen. Straight in. Press all the way down. 3 to 5 seconds. And then pull out. It's not unusual to have cramping, breast tenderness, headaches, and just feeling tired. Tired generally because of the hormones and also because we have you here early every morning.
Okay. Yeah.
So you're getting up even earlier than you usually do to come in for scans and then do your regular day.
Okay.
And so while you're training your clients over the next few weeks, I know sometimes trainers like to do what their client is doing at the same time, kind of showing them, but just be careful.
Okay.
So no burpees or anything that kind of gets you in a quick jumping move.
Okay.
It's probably okay, like if you wanted to show them like arm exercises or back exercises with mild low weight, if you wanted to show them how to do like the form, but don't do anything like burpees, jumping jacks, anything that gets you moving, anything that gets you like really cardio type of things.
And that's just because the follicles are going to be, or the ovaries.
Yeah, the ovary. So the ovary is going to be bigger than it usually. It's going to do that. That's what the medicine does. The follicles grow, the ovary gets bigger, but the ligament that holds the ovary stays the same size. So it could twist.
Got it.
And then that would be bad.
Okay.
That would be a surgical emergency. You would feel like pain, like pretty much instantly.
Okay. And no intercourse, right?
Intercourse is actually okay. We like 2 to 5 days for the time of insemination. So as the cycle gets closer, time for insemination, we're like, oh, looks like your inseminations are going to be X, Y, this day and that day. Then that's kind of like a sign, okay, no more intercourse at this point. But it's actually fine.
Okay.
A glass of wine or a cocktail here or there during the cycle is fine up until insemination. Then no more.
Okay.
Pretty much anything you need, Advil, totally fine right now. Insemination comes, only Tylenol.
So act like I'm pregnant once I'm
Exactly. So once you have your the only restriction you have right now is the exercise. Once you have IUIs, you just treat yourself like you're pregnant. They usually answers most things. Am I allowed to do this? Well, no, I can't because I might be pregnant.
Got it. Okay.
I'll answer that.
And then we do back-to-back insemination for Ryan, right?
Yep. So it'd be 2 days back to back. So if he were doing it on Thursday, he'd come in early in the morning, get the sample. About an hour later, you'll have your insemination. Feels like a pap smear. The next day, we do the same thing again.
Okay.
So that's why we want 2 to 5 days of abstinence for this first sample to be as best as possible. Second day is always a drop. It's very rare that somebody doesn't drop in their counts on the second day because it takes them time to rebuild.
Day 2 of fertility shots done. I decided not to film yesterday because I was really emotional. I was overwhelmed and I started crying because I was scared. But it's really not that bad. I think it's just the whole process.
It was the fear of the unknown.
Yeah. Other than that, honestly, it's way less painful than blood. The only difference is you can feel the medicine going in you because the medicine is thick. Or not medicine, whatever it is, the hormones. So that's a little weird. But how do you feel since you hate needles injecting me?
I was more scared about feeling like I was hurting my wife, and I don't want to feel like that, but the first time, it bothered me watching the video of how to do it, but when, stepping up and doing it, it's a very tiny needle, still don't enjoy putting it in, and then definitely not putting the medicine in, because I know that's the part she doesn't like. And then pulling it out's a little weird because it tugs on the skin a little bit.
Oh, don't say that.
It's a little weird. But not my favorite, but we knocked it out.
Thank you.
Love you.
We're going to do this off the little leg. Small little pain for a bigger purpose.
Good job, babe. You're a champ.
Thanks. Baby B. Hello. She's my little therapy right now.
I do. I absolutely
Making me want a little baby, huh? Yeah. Hey. Auntie Ashley loves you. This is my best friend's baby. This is baby Brooklyn, and we're gonna go to Brooklyn tomorrow.